everybody? This is David. Welcome back to the channel. As always, man, hit that like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. I'm not a financial advisor, but I appreciate you guys tuning in and just kind of chopping it up with me as we talk this financial talk. Um, all right, this video is going to be a very, I think, educational video because I get a lot of questions about the stock market, right? And the biggest question I get is, how do I start? Or what stocks do I invest in? Should I invest in? Well, my answer is this. For those beginning, looking to get started in the stock market, don't know what to buy, here's how you should start, right? I'm not a financial advisor, but if I was giving advice, which I'm not, here's how I think you should start. Invest in the S&P. Invest in the S&P 500. If you don't know what to buy or what to invest in to get your investing journey started, start off by investing in the S&P. Well, what's the S&P? What stocks are in the S&P? Well, calm down. In this video, I'm going to give you 8 positions, 8 stocks, ETFs that are involved with the S&P. So after this video is over, it shouldn't be any question of what stocks should I buy to start my investing journey. And before I get started, I'm not telling you to buy all these stocks or these ETFs or these positions. Absolutely not. Start with one. Start with one. Automate your investing, or get on a schedule how you would like to invest and build up your portfolio, right? And when we go through the numbers, you're going to see that investing in the S&P is a lot better than having your money sitting idle in a savings account, not doing anything. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. We're going to go over to Google Finance, and we're going to start with this. We're going to give you 8 positions, 8 ways how you can invest in the S&P. So let's get right over here, and we're going to get started. So after this video, it shouldn't be any more questions on how you should get, what stocks you should buy. And we starting right with the SPY, ticker symbol SPY. And you're going to notice a common theme in all these positions. In the name, you're going to see S&P 500, right? So the SPY, which is the most popular S&P 500 positions, or one of them, as you see here, trading at 693.15. Don't be intimidated by these prices, right? So I know you're saying, oh, I don't have $693.15 to buy a stock. Well, most people don't. But that's why you can buy partial shares. So if you only have 15, 20, $10, $5, you want to make sure you have a broker a la Fidelity that allows you to buy partial shares, and you can build up your position just like that, where it's $5 a week, $10 a week, $5 a day, $20 every week, or $40 or $50 every time you get paid. That's how you build up these positions. You don't have to have $693 at one time to buy a position, or buy a stock or ETF, right? So you find a broker like Fidelity that lets you buy partial shares, and you get started there. So let's look at the SPY up today. But we want to focus on last 5 days, month, 6 month, year to date, year, 5 year, right? Well, let's start over time, because that's what we're doing. We're investing for the long term. We're investing for the long term. So over the last month, the SPY is up, kind of flat, but up 0.061%. Over the last 6 months, you see the SPY is up 7.89%. Year to date, up 1% over the last year. This position is up 16%. And over the last 5 years, up 82%. And over the life of the ETF is up 1,477%. This is the SPY. This is position one of how you can invest in the S&P. Let's go to the next. We're going to go with SPYG. Like I said, you're going to see a common theme here because we're investing in ETFs that are involved with the S&P 500. So this is SPYG. It's currently trading at 105.82. Remember what I say. Don't be intimidated by the price. Over the last month, you see this is actually down 1.69%. Over the last 6 months, up 6%. Over the last year, let's go to year to date. I'm sorry, down a little bit year to date. Only, just flat really. Over the last year though, you see this position is up 20%. Over the last 5 years, up 92%. And for the life of the ETF, it's up 337%. That's position 2. Let's go to number 3. SPMO. We're not going to spend a lot of time. We're going to go straight through these positions because I want to show you how you can start your investing journey and how you can invest in the S&P 500. Here we go again. S&P 500. You see what's up today. Current price is 120.49. Over the last month, up 1%. Over the last 6 months, up 3%. And this is at the time of this video. You see the date here from when we shot this video, because I'm not sure when you're going to actually see the video. Year to date, a little green. Pretty flat, though, for the year, up 1 point. Over the last year, up 21.78%. Over the last 5 years, up 130%. And for the life of the ETF, we're up 375%. This is SPMO. Let's move on to the next. What are we doing? We're investing in the S&P 500. So the next one's going to be SPYM. Once again, you see S&P 500. If you want to dig deeper into these positions, you can. You can, figure out, see what each position holds. You can go to Yahoo Finance and you can find out the holdings in each ETF. But here we go. Over the last month, you're currently trading at 81.56. Over the last month, we're pretty flat. Over the last 6 months, 7.88% we're up. Year to date, up 1%. Over the last year, up 16%. Over the last 5 years, up 82%. And for the max, the lifetime of the ETF, up 469%. Are you getting this type of return in your savings account? For those who scared to invest, probably not. There's no probably to it. I know you're not. I'm just, emphasizing that. All right. So we looked at four positions tied to the S&P 500. Let's go to number 5. And we're going to go FXAIX. The Fidelity 500 Index Fund. So I mentioned earlier, Fidelity is, you can buy all these positions on Fidelity, but this is a position, specifically by Fidelity. And it's a Fidelity 500 Index Fund. It's S&P 500 fund. Let's get right to it. Trading at 239.69 right now. Over the last 6 months, up 7%. And FYI, I invest in a lot of these S&P 500s actually in different accounts, but specifically FXAIX in my 401k, and I have it in one of my individual accounts as well. So you see we're up 7% over the last 6 months. Year to date, kind of flat. Over the last year, up 15%. Over the last 5 years, up 81%. And for the max lifetime of this fund, up 404%. So once again, another way you can invest in the S&P 500. All right, let's go to the next one. Another popular position along with SPYY. This is VOO. And here we are, S&P 500. Trading at 637.53, like I said earlier. Don't be afraid of the price. Worry about how often you're going to invest. We don't want to do one-time investment, $20, and think we're going to get rich over time. That's not how it goes, right? You want to, set up a plan, an investing plan of how often you would like to invest, and you keep buying, and let time in the market run its course, right? We're looking at the returns, so we know over time these positions are going to go up. You have to do your job by investing and being consistent in the process. So over the last month, VOO is pretty flat. Over the last 6 months, we're up 7.93%. Year to date, up 1%. Over the last year, we're up 16.68%. Over the last 5 years, up 82%. Over the lifetime of the fund, up 526%. And you're going to see a lot of these funds over a month, year to date, 1 year, 5 year. They're going to be similar, right? Because this is all invested in the S&P 500. So you're not going to see a lot of difference, right? The purpose of this is just showing you the many different ways you can invest your money and gain a return, right? So then we're looking at VOO now. Let's go to the next. We have 2 more. Let's go to SWPPX, another position that I hold in my Charles Schwab account. They recently did a stock split, but that's another story for a different day. And you see here trading at $17.68. Once again, you see S&P 500. This is an index fund. Year to date, this is specifically, I don't know if you can get this anywhere besides Charles Schwab. I'm not sure, but that's where I have this position that is at Charles Schwab in my account over there. So let's take a look. Over the last 6 months, up 6%. Year to date, kind of flat, but still green. Over the last year, you see up 15.85%. Over the last 5 years, up 81%. And you see over the lifetime of the fund, up 712%. Oh my goodness. This is SWPPX. And last but not least, to round out these positions, we're going to go with VOOG. All right, trading at $440.70. Over the last month, down 1.72%. Over the last 6 months, up 6.47%. Year to date, flat but slightly down. Over the last year, up 20.57%. Over the last 5 years, up 92.63%. And over the lifetime of the fund, up 765%. So once again, I've given you 8 positions, 8 ways you can invest in the S&P 500. This is 8 ways you can invest in the S&P 500. So going forward, there shouldn't be any questions about how do I invest in the S&P? Where should I start? How do I start? You can open up an account through Fidelity. I'll leave a link in the description if you're looking to open up an account and you're having trouble with that. But I'll leave a link, and then you fund the account. And if you're wondering what positions to buy, well, I just gave you a list of 8, right? Not saying buy all 8. If you want to invest in the S&P 500, get started. That's how you can start your journey. You can choose one or one of the 8 that I've given here, and you can begin investing there. You've turned into an investor, right? I like the long-term investing piece of it. You open up account, you fund the account, you buy the position, you come up with a plan to how you can build up your position. Whether you invest every day, whether you invest every week, whether you invest bi-weekly, monthly, quarterly, whatever the case may be, you just have to be consistent in the process. So, that's what I like to preach in regards to that. But there's no excuse of why you should not be investing. You see the returns; it speaks for itself. It's going to give way more return than what you earn in the savings account. So, we have to change our way of thinking, and we have to learn how to adapt, man. This economy, this world is ever changing. You got to know how to stay ahead. So if you're not looking for ways to make your money grow, you're going to always be behind. You're going to always be chasing. You're going to be always in that rat race. So once you kind of learn how to make your money work for you, you're going to be a lot better off in the long run. So, but yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about, man. I want to give you guys ways you can invest in the S&P 500. I hope this video was informative for you. If so, man, leave a like button, share, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And until then, man, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'll see you guys on the next video.